What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of our show. This is going to be an exciting episode. Let's go down the line and go ahead and introduce ourselves before we get into the combat and the heated moment from last week's episode, starting with Pinwheel. To go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Pinwheeler. I'm Olivia, and I'm playing Sorona, the High Elf Druid, who
Great.
also plays a lot of pranks.
That's wonderful. Anyway, ThiccPastel, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, it's me, ThiccPastel, and I am playing as Tyra, the High Elf Warlock, who is like chosen and stuff. So that's cool.
Wonderful. Grizzsquatch, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hey everybody, my name is Grizzsquatch. Jeez. I had a stroke. Don't mind it. It's cool.
That's staying in the fun.
Grizzsquatch.
Yes, there we go.
Grizzsquatch.
Yeah, I'm changing my TikTok handle tonight.
Grizzsquatch, yes.
Heck yeah. All right. No, screw it. It's now Grizzsquatch, and I'm playing Hite Glued. The fire
matches.
fighter.
Hey, Glizz.
Hite Glizzy.
Well, that's fascinating. Anyway, the storytime guy, go and introduce yourself and your character.
Hola, my name is Matt. I am a storytime guy. I'm playing Isla Quat, and I am a prank master extraordinaire, the best prank master at the school by far. Previous episode, I put poop all over a bunch of people. I knocked out the school bully, helped a kid buy his lunch. So really a kind of entrepreneur of optimism and happiness, and at the same time, a prankster.
David,
Like Batman.
kick him
I'm
out.
pretty much Batman.
Kick him out. Uninvited.
It's not up for
Get out of my
to
group.
decide. I think he's doing fine on his own. And we're going to get right back into our game. So where we last left off, all of you had just stepped outside the cafeteria and you watched as the sky is cracking open. There are these gaping holes breaking up and showing into the sky. And these like clouds of mysterious dust, this purplish black dust, are descending. And as they hit the ground, they turn into this goo, this purplish black ichor goo that moves around. And you heard this kind of deep screeching sound utter this voice that you don't understand what it's exactly saying. You can't really translate it. But as soon as it's finished speaking, this sound coming from the sky, the ichor on the ground took shape into this form of a creature that has these long claws, and it holds itself up, and there's like a slimy body attached to it, and it has a face with wide eyes that it doesn't actually have eyeballs. It's just this wide face with this gaping mouth filled with silvery teeth, and it's going to charge at you as it hisses and howls. Everybody roll initiative. We're at the top of the encounter.
Can I use a? Oh no, I'll wait my turn. Just a quick question. What's the name of that bully girl?
Yana?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Yana, Keela, and Thistle are the three.
What was the second one?
Keela? Didn't you say it was?
Okay, yep, just making sure.
Yeah.
I got 11.
I also got 11.
Which one's got the better dex?
I got a +2 to Dex.
I think I also have a +2 to Dex.
Oh my
Dex
God.
off.
Dex off.
Like, you can take yours off? Impressive.
You can't?
Sorona?
Again.
Roll a
That
12 that
is
time.
14.
I rolled a 18 that time.
Okay, so you'll go and then me.
I have the better Dex.
It is a skill.
Tyra?
18.
Oh, she's got the best.
All right.
Okay. As the battle begins, you see Tyra, this creature gets up, and it's short. Its body is short in stature, but its claws are the biggest piece, the biggest part of it. And it holds itself up one claw at a time, waving. It can wave its other claw to deal damage, holding itself up by its other claw. And it gestures and screeches at you, an otherworldly screech, something that you've never come across before. And it makes a charge towards your party. It is right now 35 feet away, and it is your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
It has to succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
With one hand. Good luck.
That is a fail.
Yes. Okay, then it takes 1d8 radiant damage.
Roll for it.
That's going to be a total of 8 damage, max damage. And it gains no benefits from cover for this saving throw.
Okay. All right.
As my bonus action, I am going to activate my glow of daylight and start glowing.
Okay. Yeah, you all notice as Tyra starts glowing, which lets out a very nice light, a very faint light, but it's almost comforting as the sky has turned completely dark. That's it for your turn. Tyra, the thing feels challenged by you and advances onto your position, just like ravenously charging at you, one leg at a time, one arm at a time, charging, and it's going to swing at you. Rolling with a 9 to hit.
No, misses.
As it swings, it just kind of is blinded by the daylight swinging past you.
Just
Serona,
blinded by the light.
blinded by the light. Serona, it is your turn.
Okay, as I've run out here and I see this all crazy coming at me and everything, I reach into one of my pockets and I pull out 3 little rocks. And as a bonus action, I cast a magic stone on them. And then I take one of them and go, yeah, get back. And then I throw it.
Roll the hit.
18 to hit.
Hit.
And that is 7 damage.
Boom.
And then I say, hey guys, I bet this is something they said was extinct too. And that is it for my turn.
Itzy, you're up. The thing is in front of Tyra. Oh my gosh,
All right.
Tyra's glowing. That's awesome.
She's glowing.
I just
Love
noticed.
it.
That's really
Literally.
What else is new, though? You know, I'm gonna say that referring to the monster. I'm gonna say it looks like Velen, or what's that girl's name? Vela.
Yana?
Yana. I'm gonna say it looks just like Yana. And then
Who do you think you're talking to as she's standing in the
Oh,
doorway
you're
behind
here.
you? They've all like gotten up and they're all moving it. Oh my god, what is that?
I'm gonna shove. Can I free action to like kind of push Billy towards them?
Towards the
To like
girls.
get him to like. I'm gonna say like watch Billy, please.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
You're
I
gonna
thought you were
try
to
shoving Billy
shove
at the
him.
monster.
No, like yeah, take them away. No, I'm saying when it comes to like the group of girls, like Yana and stuff, I want to
Yeah.
like shove Billy towards them to make them to in and out of game, get him out of this confrontation.
I would say that's a free action because they're gonna catch him.
Okay,
they're
perfect. So-
bitchy, but they're not evil, so they catch
Yeah,
him.
so I'm gonna say take Billy and get out of here, and then I'm going to So I'm going to. Can I move around it so I can get that sneak attack?
Yeah, it's focused on Tyra right now. It's gonna go ahead and you can go ahead and get on the flanking side of it.
Okay, so I'm going to take out my little short bow and take out my short bow and hit it with a shoot it.
Go for it.
I rolled a 23.
That's a hit.
Okay, so all right, So let's see, it's gonna be 9 or what is that? So 6 damage plus 1d6. 1 second.
And I would like to point out plus 1d6. Serona,
Okay.
as you hit it with that magic stone, you watch as the stone hits it and it's very clearly impacted. The stone is just kind of sucked into its face and dissipates, and it's got like the stone is gone.
That's really disgusting. Also, I will note one of the things was when she did shove her hands into her pocket, Serona left her cookie in the pocket.
Yeah,
So her
I
cookies
figured
in
you
the
would save
pocket.
the cookie.
Okay.
We're maintaining that the
Itzy.
cookie is with
I'm
Serena
just
at all times.
maintaining
Yeah,
the continuity.
I got 7
here.
damage. So I come up behind, pull out an arrow from my thing, my backpack, and shoot an arrow in its back, do 7 damage to it.
Boom. Itzy, as you shoot it with the arrow, you watch as the arrow hits it, and it grunts in pain. But then the arrow is just sucked into its body and disappears.
Also, am I close enough to the target dummy to hide behind it as like half cover kind of stuff?
Hide behind the target.
Yeah, then remember there's a target dummy in the hallway, like a post.
Oh no, that's
Oh, no.
a couple buildings back.
Oh, that's so. Oh, okay. So it was far back. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
that's
never
at
mind,
that's
I'm
the
okay.
cafeteria.
Then
Hitte,
yes.
you are standing next to Tyra as this thing is in front of her. It's bigger than all of you.
What is the prince doing?
The prince is ready to fight. He's gonna kill it. He's ready to kill this thing.
Okay.
He's on the other
Um,
side of Tyra.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm just going to use my action to cast Produce Flame and hurl it at the creature.
Go for it.
I'm guessing that a 11 does not hit.
11 does not hit.
Okay. Well, that is my turn.
The creature, as you cast Produce Flames, the creature is going to skitter around, avoiding the flames, and you'll notice that there is a level of fear coming from this, where it is avoiding the light at all costs. Okay, and then with that, Aurek is going to go. He's going to raise up because Aurek is a sword and shield kind of guy, so he's going to pick up his sword and swing it at the creature. And he rolls a nat 20,
Oh, okay.
dealing 8 damage to this thing. As he cuts through it, you guys watch as the arm separates as he hits it right in the arm. So the hand separates, and the claw that is on the ground just disintegrates and bubbles up into nothing, but leaves a puddle of black ichor behind on the ground. Looks much more like water now, whereas before it might look like thick goo. Now it's just a black stain on the ground.
Is my arrow in there?
No.
It just is.
The creature is still alive, and it is Tyra's turn. Tyra, you've seen everything I just described.
Okay. All right. And there's no other creatures nearby.
There's no other creatures nearby. You have seen those clouds of dust descend throughout the campus, but this is the only one that you've actually seen land.
Okay.
In the immediate vicinity that we can see.
That you
Right.
could see. It's about whatever your 100-something feet is, or no, even more than that. It would be gigantic, long distance away. Your campus is huge.
Right. So at this point, I'm assuming that a lot of people are panicking, and I'm gonna kind of just look at the group. We should probably get to the shelter or something, or get the prince somewhere, safe or something.
No, we need to stand and fight these things. I don't need safety.
Yeah, but excuse me, Your Highness, if I might interject here really quick. First of all, is that puddle actually dead? Because it was a puddle, and then it was alive, and now it's a puddle again. Maybe it's coming back. We don't know. So we kind of need to get out of here. It doesn't look like something that is alive, but then it was. So if it's not alive, we maybe not be able to kill it.
Is it just the
We
hand
have
that
to
turned
go.
into liquid, or
Yeah,
the whole thing that turned?
I'm sorry. Yeah, the thing is still alive. It just lost its hand.
Yeah, the arm
creature
turned
is
into-
not
I
dead.
thought, okay.
It's only
I
got
thought the
one.
whole
It's holding
creature
itself
got-
up on one arm.
Right.
now. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No. The creature's
Okay.
definitely still. It's still alive. So Tyra, it is still your turn.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's my med.
I'm okay. No problem. All right. Well, they're gonna get another sacred flame from me.
Okay.
Another dex, please.
16.
16 passes. So And that's pretty much all that I can go ahead and stand between it and the prince.
The prince is wearing heavy armor and sword and shield, and like
I know.
He's definitely got, I'll say he has the best, most expensive gear of all of you.
Yes, but he's the prince, so I'm gonna stand between them.
Sure, just wanted to point it out. Okay.
It's fine.
Cool. All right, the creature is going to go, and as it goes, you watch as parts of its body shrink to form another arm, and as that happens, the stone that Sirona shot falls out of it, and the arrow falls out of it, and the creature is significantly smaller now. And it is the creature goes, and it's going to swing its claws at Tyra again. And it rolls a 5.
Fail.
Yes. Sirona, it's your turn. You just watched as this creature tries to swing at Tyra for a second time and missed for a second time.
Hey, leave my friend alone. And then I'm going to chuck another rock. That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
That is 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Yes.
As you hit it, you guys see as Sirona impales this thing with a stone, and the stone flies through its body, splitting it in half. And it just kind of dangles for a while before eventually reforming itself. You watch as it kind of almost like raindrops are pouring off of this, just like hitting the ground, staining it. The creature is growing smaller and smaller the more damage you've done to it. And with that, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm going to shoot it again. I guess I can run up and can I run up and hit it with the daggers, right?
You definitely can. I was going to ask, how close are you to it?
Yeah, I'm going to run up from behind. And I actually want to do like a Marvel super where I run up and slice its arm or whatever on my knees, like I'm sliding by on my knees, you know?
You're doing a power slide?
Yeah, power slide, like shot, and then like spin around and wow, you know, because I'm edgy. I'm trying to be an edgy boy.
I'm an edgy boy.
I mean, technically.
Okay, so the first one is
2 daggers. You can do a bonus action attack if you have 2 daggers because they're both light weapons.
That's what I'm gonna do. I got a 23 and a 23.
Both hit.
Okay, so the first one is 7 damage. And the second one, I don't add the modifier, right?
Yeah, on the offhand dagger, you don't add the modifier.
All right. It is... It's a sneak attack damage. I don't know what's going on there.
You only add sneak attack to one of those attacks.
Yeah. Oh, so the first one's 11 and this one is 3.
Just straight dice.
Itsy.
Yeah.
As you slide underneath its belly and swipe at both arms, you cut through both arms, and the creature above lets out a screech as it just begins to bubble and shake and curl, and then just kind of pops in place. And Izzy, you feel as it like lands on you, and you just get this slime. Oh, this black purplish slime all over you.
It slimed me.
I would like to, what's that girl's name again?
Yana?
I'm gonna say now I look like Yana.
Why are you talking like that? It doesn't look like me.
No, it's because you're covered.
Like,
this isn't the time. I'm sorry. This isn't the time I should bring up that you yourself. I'm gonna take a vial.
Why are you talking bad about my girlfriend over here?
This is not the time nor the place, gentlemen.
Yeah, this isn't the time. I told you to get out of here with Billy.
One of the fairy has run off with Billy.
Oh.
Okay, good. I'm gonna take the little like a vial of this. Like I'm gonna pop a little vial and get some of this blood thing inside this vial.
Very interesting. Give me a Arcana check. Yes, Arcana.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
I got a 12.
Itzy, as you scoop up some of this goo and it goes into the little vial, and you put a cap on it.
Yeah, of course.
As you put the cap on it, you watch as inside the vial it changes. It starts to like move around, bubbling goop, and then it turns into a dust, kind of free floating, like sand in there. And then all of a sudden, it turns back into that bubbling goop, and then turns back into the dust. And it just begins continuing, going back and forth every few seconds, changing its shape again.
I'm gonna hand this to Tyra, and I'm gonna say, "You hold on to this. Happy birthday." I'm just gonna give this to her. I don't want to hold it, but we definitely need it. So, happy birthday, Tyra, and I'm gonna give it to her.
Hey,
I
Hite?
guess.
Yeah.
You're like the one that's trying to be like a really badass fighter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we do?
Well, first we need to
The
get the
sky
prince
is
to
black.
we need to get the prince to safety, gather our belongings, and hunker down.
No, Hite, we need to go and
Hunker
fight these
down.
things.
Your Highness,
Hunker
with all due
down.
respect, we need to hunker. We are students.
And yes, very good. You stated
Students
obvious.
are prone to dying when they're killed. Just to
The
point
sky
out.
But we're the
is
best
black.
knights in the kingdom, okay? Like we're the best. We're the best fighters in the university.
You're a prince, not a knight. I am a squire, not a knight.
I'm not even a squire, so
I'm
I'm
just a-
just down on that totem pole.
I'm just a Sorona, whatever that is.
You are more important than any knight here. Your safety is of the utmost importance.
He's got the point.
So where should we
And
go?
my safety. It's pretty important too.
We should try to find Jace, if at all possible, along the way to the shelter.
Yeah, we need like
Okay.
adults or something.
Isn't that Jay's guy like real scary? Like he walks around going, "Ooh,
He's
him.
get off of that statue, Sorona! Don't stand like that."
Yeah, that's him. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds.
That definitely sounds like him.
That's pretty.
I
That's
don't
pretty
like
accurate,
him.
actually.
Oh, great. Okay,
Okay.
guys. You know
We should
what
get
this
going.
reminds me? Yeah, while we're walking, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that time, like last spring, I think it was maybe when like there was one of the evocation students accidentally caused like this whole big accident, and there was like a big mess.
I remember that.
Didn't one of you cause that?
What?
Didn't you
Probably
cause
Tyra.
that?
I feel like Tyra's the one that egged him on when he said that he
No.
could do it, and everyone's
It
like,
was
"Don't do
one
it." I
of-
feel like it
it
was
was one
Tyra
of
that
the
was like, "You
younger-
can definitely do it."
No,
and
the
then-
rumor said it was the
20
little
copper.
elf girl that are you the little elf girl that did that?
No, it was someone else.
Wait.
And,
I
like,
look
that's
at
not
her.
really like a good descriptor because like there are a lot of elves here.
And at this point, as you guys are moving through the town, and Aurek is making note to like trying to like gesture you guys to like take cover and stuff as people are running around like crazy, just running manically through the area. The students,
Mhm.
these are basically your friends who are running, and you're seeing and hearing more of these creatures moving through this. I'll say town because it's basically the size of a town, and they're big. And you see like the tops of one moving past the building. It's as big as a building walking off in the distance. And so they're big, and Alarek's just like looking around and like, we gotta protect these people.
How are four of us going to? Sorry, Your Highness, 5 of us. I forgot about the dragon man over here. How many
I have
of
a
us?
name.
like,
It's
we can't-
Barona.
The level of disrespect.
I don't care. Okay.
Tyra,
Okay,
do you
rock
know anything
thrower.
about this? What is this thing?
Oh, the monster.
Let me think about it. History or Arcana?
History if you're trying to recall if it has anything to do with your lineage and stuff like that.
Right.
Arcana if you can figure out what they are. So whichever one you want to go for.
I would probably try to figure out what they are. So Arcana.
Okay.
The bad rolls abound. 8.
You have no idea what they are.
Mm.
You know
With
that
Sorona.
you can roll an Arcana check if you'd like to figure out.
While
Okay.
she's doing
definitely
that,
have it.
while she's doing that, would you allow me a perception check to see if there's any creatures that are going to be like in our path on the way to try to get to the bunker?
Are you scouting ahead for that, or are you
Not necessarily scouting too far ahead, but just kind of like looking around to see if there's going to be any creatures that are going to cross our path or be in our line of
perception
sight.
check?
Okay, that's 14 Arcana check.
14 Arcana. Sirona, you gather that these creatures are not from this world. Whatever
Perception plus
they
2.
are is not
17.
of this plane.
Okay.
17 perception. Hite, as I would say, you move up just a little bit and try to advance, looking around some buildings and stuff, kind of doing a little bit of scouting just to see. You could see that there is a group of them huddled up, cutting off your direct path.
Oh, fun.
But there is the ulterior path, which is you can go around them, but it'll take you longer to get there. So you could either
Can I
fight
see
them
what
head
they're
on.
huddled? Can I see what they're huddled up around?
It looks like they're huddled around a group of students, and they're chewing on them.
Oh, they're dead.
Well,
Oh.
dead or about to die.
Do we see this as well?
Do we all see this?
Because the two you
I-
guys were doing the Arcana check, trying to figure these things out.
I rolled a
I would give
perception. I rolled a
Itse the
12.
opportunity. Itse, give me a perception check.
I got 12.
Itse, you see that there is a group of them off in the distance, cutting off your direct path, but you don't see what they're covered up around or gathering around.
I want to moral check this, and I'm going to ask Hite, what do you think they're doing?
Meta.
Moral check or meta check, man?
Meta
Oh.
check.
Both of them.
I will allow it because I think that's funny.
How many of them is there?
3, and they're pretty big. Not
Three,
as
and
big
they're
as the
pretty
building.
big.
They're not building sized. No, that was one of them. They're like
Okay.
3 of the one you just fought.
Oh god.
Hmm. I look back at the fronts.
Alark
Highness.
is. Yes, go ahead.
Your Highness. You're sure you want to fight them?
And he's looking in the other direction. So you're looking one way. He's looking like towards the rear, covering the rear. He's like, yes, of course we need to. Yes, he still hasn't
Okay.
seen.
Okay. I'll look back at our Dragonborn friend and say, they're eating students. We need to move now.
What? They're students. And at this point now, he turns around and sees.
Mhm. Yep. And I'm just heading up in the direction of those 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna. How close are we, feet wise?
They're like 60 feet away. You could see what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 60 feet away. Cool.
Yeah.
Sacred flame.
Yeah, I'm gonna short bow them.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have anything for range.
Say something. Are you saying that in character or out of character?
No, out of character. I'm saying that.
Ah, dang.
All right. So if let's this is choice for you. Do you want to re-roll initiative, or you want to keep it the way it was?
We can keep it the way it was. I don't care.
Just keep
Okay,
it.
because it was pretty good. So at the top, Tyra, 18. Go ahead.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw. So let me preface this. There's one of them that is definitely smaller than the rest, and the 2 of them are like the same size as the one you just fought.
Okay.
Which one are you targeting?
I'm gonna target one of the bigger ones.
The bigger one. Okay. That is he's going to roll at disadvantage because he's not looking at you. That's a
Right.
5. First was a
Definitely.
19. Rolled a 5.
All right. That's gonna be 5. That's gonna be 5 radiant damage. Can I tell if like maybe radiant damage is like hurts them a lot?
Well, we could tell that they are trying to avoid the light.
That's true.
Is-
so
They
then-
don't like, from the fight before, they don't like light.
Right.
it's-
Okay. So then perfect.
So it could be specifically radiant damage. It could be radiant and fire. It's a toss up between those two as far as we perceived it.
Okay.
So you did that was 5 damage total.
5 damage total.
Okay, very good.
And then I'm just gonna continue. I'm not gonna walk. I'm gonna walk 30 feet. I'm gonna walk my full movement speed.
Okay, very good. The creature lets out a screech as it gets hit, and it begins to turn, but the other two have not turned yet. They continue dealing with what they're doing. The creature's going to turn and see Aurek moving in. Hitte would have been moving in, and it's going to move closer to them. So it moves 30 feet closer to you. So you're within distance now to this one. And Sirona, it's your turn.
Okay.
You are standing 60 feet away.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. 60 feet. Can they all kind of fit in like a 20-foot cube, would you say?
All of them? No. 2 of them definitely.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. And I need a dexterity saving throw. From
both of them?
Yeah, both. However many I can angle that 20-foot cube to hit.
Fairy Fire is such a good low-level spell.
One of them succeeds with a nat 20, the other one fails with a 5.
Okay, well, the one that failed is outlined in, like, it sheds dim light itself. It is now glowing a bright
The smaller
purple.
one is now glowing. The smaller one. The big one is hit.
Okay, well, that's what it's doing. And any attack roll against it now has advantage. And it can't go invisible.
Wait, the one that
failed
one
and
that
is
failed.
now glowing. The one that is glowing,
Oh,
you
okay.
get advantage on hitting it because
All
you
attacks.
can see it.
All attacks have
All
advantage.
attacks, everybody.
That means automatic sneak attack.
Yep.
It's your turn.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one with that.
Okay. This one's still at 60 feet.
Okay. Does a 12 hit, or do I roll my advantage?
Yeah, roll your advantage. 12 misses.
All right, that's a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, then yeah, let's see. Boop-a-ba-da. That's 7 damage.
Okay. You're using an arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you knock an arrow and shoot this smaller one, because that's the one that was marked. And as you hit it, the creature just begins to and just explode, knocking the other one back. This one was a significantly smaller one. It just pops and sends goo flying everywhere, and it knocks the other one 5 feet away. At which point that one is now been alerted of your presence. Hitte, it's your turn. There's one advancing on you 30 feet from you.
I'm going to walk up to 30 feet, pull out the second hand axe, and I'm going to spend both my action and bonus action hitting it with either one of the hand axes.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Okay. See if that bonus action hits. It does not. Wait, why'd I roll through? Never mind. Ignore me. Okay, so the second one's going to miss either way. I was rolling like I had advantage, but it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, so only one of them hits.
One of them hits.
And that's going to be a total of +2, 7 damage.
7 damage.
7 slashing damage.
Okay. And up next is Aurek. Aurek runs up, stands next to you, and brings his sword up and slashes through it. And he hits with a 15. And he just holds the shield up and then slides the sword on the top of the shield and stabs it up through its head, at which point the thing just begins to shift, wave back and forth, and then pop. And it just kind of pops in place. It doesn't explode outwards. Just but Hitte, you are gonna get covered in a little bit of this like slime that like just kind of splats on your face.
Me too?
No, because Hitte moved up.
Oh, I did too.
Oh, you moved up next to.
I went in on my turn. I moved 30 feet ahead, and I was 60 feet away. Didn't they move 30 feet our way too?
The first one moved 30 feet. If Hitte was standing next to you, then yes, you get covered in slime.
Oh,
if you guys are standing next to each other, you got the slime. You got slimed.
I got slimed.
Oh boy.
Back to the top, Tyra. It's your turn. You just got hit with slime, and the other one, which is 30 feet away, is looking at you, but it has not engaged.
Gross. I'm gonna like let myself off there. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt on the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be 17.
17 hits.
Okay, for 4 damage.
Okay.
4 fire damage.
That's a hit. Good job.
Is it a flammable object?
Is it flammable?
Yes. Is it flammable?
No.
Dang. All right.
No, it's not flammable.
All right.
With that,
I'm actually gonna step. I'm gonna just. Well, no, because I've used an action. I'm gonna step back anyway, because I'm not like fighter trained, so I don't know what's about to happen. So I'm gonna step back.
Okay. The creature is going to go, but instead of attacking you, it's going to turn and try to grab one of the students that it was eating and attempts to run away. Now you are at a distance, so I don't know if any of you have any kind of move that would interrupt this, or this creature is going to be able to escape.
I can outlast it 120 feet. So.
Oh, the student that it's picking up is already dead.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, no, I don't have any reactions that work that way.
Nope.
Yes, the creature's going to turn and begin like kind of like just galloping away, but you realize that it's dripping this goo as it continues moving, as if it's been injured and bleeding.
Okay. And that was the third one?
That was the third one. So as it
Are we still in combat?
Combat ends as this
Yes.
creature is running.
I fire an arrow at it.
Yeah, I firebolt at it.
Okay, roll for it.
Do I get advantage on it because it's turning its back on me?
14.
14 hits. It's
Irrelevant. I scored a nat 20.
Oh, well, there you
4.
How are we doing nat 20s on damage?
go. Add another hit dice.
Okay. And you said I have advantage on it or no?
Well, yes.
Okay, so I did 12 damage plus. So I did 13 damage to it.
13 damage. As the thing tries to run away with the student hanging out of its mouth, you guys both shoot it, and it just explodes in the distance that it's running. It falls over. It's dead. You guys are free to move again. Alark looks around, and you guys feel again the ground beneath you is rumbling and shaking.
I want to go check on the kids, see how any of all the dead bodies, see how dead they actually are.
Okay, and the rest of you?
I'm gonna do the same, just kind of surveying if any of them are actually able to, or if there's any that are savable.
Okay.
Sharona is still all the way back where we started from because I never moved from that area. So probably just hunkering down next to a building, freaking out a little bit.
I'm gonna go back to Serona.
Okay.
Hey, Tyra, that was really good. Good job.
Thank you. It's like a lot is going on right now, but like it seems like these guys are afraid of like light, or like they don't like it or something. Do you want me to cast light on you so that maybe they avoid you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please. Hit me.
Sure.
Hit me,
Yeah.
please. All
right.
over.
I'll make her glow like me.
Hit me with that good stuff.
But she glows more
With
than
your
me.
best
So
shot.
like, so
Yeah. Okay. Serona is
I am
now
a goddess.
a little glowy ball of
Chaos.
Okay, as the guys step up and Alark follows suit with you, you see that there are 2 students left alive of the 4 that were here originally, and they are like kind of hunkered down, kind of crying. 1 girl and one man, boy and a girl standing there, and the boy sits up and says, thank you so much for saving us.
Which one's more injured?
They're not really injured. They're like scuffed up with like scratches and stuff, but they are not injured. It's like they're not crippled or anything.
Okay.
Everyone at this point that you're seeing is covered in dirt, and it's a war zone. Fundamentally, it's a war zone.
Got you. Can you both walk?
Yes, yeah, we can both walk.
Okay, make your way down to the bunker.
That's where
Let's get out of here.
We were trying to get there, but then we were attacked by those things. Where are these coming from?
I don't know. We don't have a whole lot of time to discuss this. Let's keep moving.
Who are the 2 people that died? Do they know?
I mean, you can go ahead and roll a history check to see if you recognize them, because
I'm
their
asking
bodies.
them, the people that were with them.
These were my friends. This is we called him Pig, and this over here. This is Rainer.
There's nothing you can do for them now. Let's just make sure that you get out of this.
We would. My friends. These are my friends. Why are these things?
I understand, but
because.
But who else is going to hold on to their memories if you go?
I take their. Are there like anything around, like boxes or anything, or barrels or anything like that? Like blankets and stuff.
There would be some barrels on the corner.
All right. I'm going to try to kind of maneuver the bodies out of the way and hidden, and just so that they can come get the bodies when all this is over. When I tell them that, say, look, we're gonna keep the bodies here, get them when they're all over.
Okay.
All right. Tyra and Serona, where are you guys right now?
I would be trying to help Serona get back to the group.
Serona is following Tyra, but she's like got her hands like this and is like, oh, Elu, God of mischief and trickery, please, would you help me? Because I pulled off a really good prank earlier today, and you should be very happy for me and like bless me and stuff. So if you could do that right now, that would be really great. Thank you.
Serona, why are you so loud?
I have to make sure that Elu, God of mischief and trickery, hears me.
Stop being so loud. Why are you yelling that name? They're gonna hear us.
Glowing. Okay.
They're gonna
I'm
see you
literally-
too. You're a walking
Yes.
beacon.
Who is
Yes.
talking right now?
They hate me.
Alark.
They will hate
Oh.
me. It's wonderful.
I
It's like
think
a
they're going to be
representation of how everyone
attracted
feels.
by you to attack us.
No, because they hate lights. They move away from it. I can just run at them, go.
Are we
like
sure
that.
about that?
Let's go try. Where is
I'd
one?
rather
Let me
not
see.
test
Is there a
that theory,
small
but
one?
I'm barely certain.
It's fine because like it was proven earlier. We already did all the testing, guys. Like all of you guys were
Hit a
throwing
roll a
light
perception
and
check.
stuff. Like
Roll a perception check.
I'm just gonna go charge at
I think
one.
that's how tests work.
I'm gonna pull out my little
16?
quarterstaff that's been strapped to my back this whole time and
I got a
cast
9.
Shillelagh on it.
And what are you doing with the shillelagh?
I'm shillelaghing and I'm holding it. I'm getting like I'm like kind of squatted down, like bouncing back and forth, ready to like run and charge.
She's
One.
like, she is full blown caveman style. I'm ready to fight.
Hyping myself up a little bit.
Freaking monster. It's
I got a 9.
A 9
She's a
for
little
perception.
monster.
Hite, what was the perception check?
16.
Tyra, give me a perception check. Sorry, I should have
it's
said that
going-
before.
It's okay. Not one. So we're just like this entire campaign. It's just my perception is going to be bad, I guess. I'm distracted
also-
by. I'm like hyping, throwing up. Yeah, like you're the best. Like you're gonna get him. You're gonna do it.
I'm going to get them.
Yes.
And I'm looking around too. I'm like frantically looking with an
Hitte, what was that roll?
24.
16.
16. Yeah. All right, Hitte. As you turn, and you guys are looking around as they're like having this conversation. As you turn, you look down the side road, and you see that there's the commander standing there fighting off one of these creatures, also trying to save students. Nobody else has seen him. Just you so far has seen Jace.
I reach back, grab a lark, and kind of like turn him in the direction of Jace.
Quick, we got to go help him.
Yeah, everybody, come on with us.
I got this.
As you guys begin running, you see that Jace is
Real
holding.
quick.
Yes.
Are we in a street alley? Like we're on the floor right now?
Basically, yeah.
How are the buildings? Like, are they long? Or am I able to, I'll ask you this. Am I able to climb up to a building and run across that to get to it?
They might be too tall for you to climb up like that.
Okay.
Are you gonna like just climb up the building as is, or are you gonna look like for like a ladder?
I'll perception for a ladder, but if not, I'll try an acrobatics on it.
Okay.
Let me see.
You gonna try like the little Super Mario, or are you gonna like try to Assassin's Creed vertically up a wall?
I'm gonna try to parkour it. But I got a 21. I got 21 looking for something that's gonna help me climb up.
Yeah, you see a group of boxes stacked up in a way that you would be able to just jump on top of the boxes up to the top.
Yeah, cool. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, yeah, you parkour and you're on top of the buildings. But
yeah,
as you guys are running down this street, you watch as Jace is holding. Now Jace, like I said, is wearing this big, thick plate armor, and he's an older man, and he pulls out off of his back this gigantic shield, this big tower shield, puts his hands to it, and pulls out this sword that is a great sword in size, but he wields it with one hand. And he does this twirl move as he spins around, he just slices straight through this creature, which just explodes in place without even hesitation. And he comes back down, and it seems like this move, just the amount of power that it took to do that, winded him a little bit. And as he turns back, he sees you guys all running in your direction. He says, "Hey, Aurek, students, what are you doing here?"
We were on our way to the bunker, Sir Jace. Can we assist you in any way?
No.
Yeah, where are they? Let me at them. They're going to be so scared of me.
Oh gosh, Serona, no, please. You must get out of here. You take Aurek and get out of here. And Aurek says, "No, Commander, I need to stay. We need to fight these guys. I can take them. Why? It's not a big deal."
Yeah.
If I may, Your Highness, again, your safety is the number one priority here.
No, I hate that. I want to stay and fight. These are my people.
I understand, but at the same time, there won't be your people if you're gone.
And the commander said, "Aurek, you are an Etheling. You have no say here. You need to leave now. Get out. They are clearly after something. Whatever it is they're after, they cannot take the prince as well." And you're all there. You can hear this, except for Itzy. You can kind of hear this, but you're up on the building. What exactly are you looking for?
Just to make sure that we're not going to get snuck on, I want to see where the monsters are going. If they're all going a specific direction. How's the bunker? If I can see it from here.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, you're on Overwatch right now.
Yeah, he's all the way up.
Gotcha.
I got a 15.
With a 15, you're on top of this building. You're about 25 feet up off the ground, but it gives you a bird's eye view of a lot of the campus. And you can see as the campus is flat where you are, and then kind of ascends up to the one major building. The one major building is the library. This is the library here, and you see as there are just creatures running through the city, ravaging the people, just attacking people. There's people running all over. There's fires breaking out, taking over buildings. But you watch as from the sky, one cloud begins to swirl down in a very specific motion, off in the distance, landing down in front of the library. And as it touches down, it doesn't create a puddle of goop like the rest of them have. There is someone standing there, but you look and you see that you see the back of this person. And this person has long white hair and holds a staff in one hand, wearing some kind of a garb cloak, handmade of sorts. And you only see them from the back. You don't see them from the front. And they begin to take one step at a time, walking towards the building.
How far are they away? Like feet wise?
Hundreds of feet away. You barely see this. This is like, you got to squint to kind of see this. You can't really see the whole thing.
All right. I'm going to relay this downward. Is there any monsters nearby?
There are no monsters nearby your direct location. And also you asked about you can see the bunker, but again, it's just covered in grass.
Okay. I'm going to relay the information that that there is someone there. There's some white-haired fool who just crashed down at the library.
Okay, and
some creep, that's what I'm going to say. Some creep with white hair just crashed at the library.
What did you see? As Jace looks up.
Creepy, white hair, gangly, not gooey. Wearing a staff, holds a staff.
Holds a staff. Hite, listen to me. You must take the prince and get him out of here. Do not wait for me, do not stop. Get to the bunker and use the tide stones to teleport off the island. You must escape. You must go now. I will handle things here. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And I can go as along as like resident bonker with the
And
glowing.
take the tiny one with you too. She needs protection as well.
Okay, and my
It
best
will be
friend
done.
comes with me too.
Yeah,
We're a package deal.
all of you need to escape. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now go.
Okay.
Don't stand here and argue with me. Go.
Okay, I wasn't arguing. I was agreeing.
He's running. Now he's going to turn and he's going to put his sword back into his shield. And the shield kind of transforms in size, taking the back to a normal shield shape. And he takes off running towards the building that was described before. What are the rest of you doing? Tyra, what are you doing at this point?
I think that we should probably, I don't know, get are you gonna like be able to like follow us from up there or keep an eye on or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you guys, and if I need to get down, I'll just hop down. But yeah, I'm gonna stay up here while we run back.
Okay. All right. Well, like, let's go then, because we clearly need to leave.
Ite, you're the captain now.
Yeah. Like,
That's
totally.
not how that works. But
No,
okay.
it is. It totally is.
Oh, like, you
Go on,
gotta
Oh, it
Captain
only works
Shadow.
if the guy dies. If Jace dies, then he's the captain.
I
That's
said
not how that
captain,
works
not
either.
commander.
That's not how that works.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't call him a commander.
Well, they don't teach
The
these things
captain.
in school.
Okay,
so how
as
am I
we're
supposed
going,
to know?
I'll
We
explain
need
this as
we need
go.
to go now. Okay,
Yeah,
we have orders.
No, I'm already starting to head off in the direction of the bunker
Yeah.
as Jace was instructing.
Yeah. Ditto.
Okay, you guys start taking off
I'm
towards the bunker.
running as well.
Okay. As you get there, you see that it's kind of a building that looks it doesn't look like a bunker as it's been described. It looks like a shack, but it's made of like cinder blocks and bricks. It's a shack, but the door is like kind of it's sealed, and like it so hasn't been used in such a long time that you need to physically break this door open to get it open, as it is so stuck.
This looks like it was in a lot worse shape than I remember. Last time I saw this place, it was pretty nice.
You've
I think
seen
it still looked like crap back then.
You've seen this bunker before. You've been in the bunker.
Well, not in it, but I used to like pass it sometimes, and it looked like a lot better than this. Like, wow.
No one's been. We haven't even needed to go in the bunker for like hundreds of years. What are you talking about?
Okay, while I appreciate the walk down memory lane, Your Highness, could you please give me a hand with this?
Yeah, sure. Tyra, keep watch. Itzy, keep watch. We got this. And
No, I wanted to jump kick the door. Fine.
Oh,
And Alaric
The meta
rolls...
part of me is like, sure, perception, make me do that. Yeah.
Do we see any other students or anything?
There are tons of students running around, but I mean, yeah, you
would it be
definitely see them.
athletics?
Yeah, give me athletics.
Okay.
Is there a tower or anything?
Do you want me to stand guard, Captain?
Oh God.
Just hang tight, Serona.
17.
17. Yeah, you guys are able to break this door lock open, and the door creaks open.
Okay.
What do you do?
Send in the firebug. Firebug. Yeah.
You need light in there, don't you?
That's
I
what I'm talking
just
to.
charge.
Firebug, yeah.
I just charged through the door.
Oh, okay.
Looking around.
Tyra, give me an investigation check.
Oh, look.
No, give me a
shield.
perception check.
Man.
I'm sorry.
I'm better at investigation.
But you wouldn't be looking for
Oh,
anything
look.
particularly.
Look. Incidentally, I rolled a 23 investigation, but 15 perception. So yay!
15 perception.
Yay.
Tyra, as you're standing watch there, and as the door is cracked open, you look up and you see that there are 3 clouds of smoke descending on you. These are just to be clear, these are the normal looking clouds. This is not a spiral. This is 3
Got it.
clouds that are descending on top of your location right now.
Guys, like there's like more coming, and they're like directly above us.
I'm charging into the building as soon as it's open.
Is there a tower or anything nearby, or is there something to get the high ground on?
The closest tower would have been another 100 something feet away from you.
Am I able to climb on top of the shack?
You can climb on top of the shack, but again, you just heard Tyra say that they're descending on your location.
Well, because my thing is that this is the safe house, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't kill something that's in front of the safe house, how's anyone else going to get to this?
That's a good point.
You make a very good point, but is that your mission?
No.
But we can't just if people are coming to the safe house and we don't kill this, then like.
Are you relaying this to your team?
I am. I'm saying this out loud in character.
Okay, so Hitte, you can hear this. Serona and Tyra, you can hear this too.
Like, I know the prince is important, but we've already killed so many of them. 3
Prince
more.
Alaric,
Yes.
we have our guidance from Jace, but ultimately the choice is up to you.
I want to stay and protect everybody, of course. I don't want to escape.
We can't protect everyone.
We can try though.
Guys, get in
We
here.
can't
Maybe
protect-
we,
we
could go
can't
figure
protect
out
everyone.
What's happening.
But if you want to fight these things that are going to be swarming the safe house, so that way others may hope to escape too, we can do that. Or we can do what Jace told us to do and leave.
We can funnel them into the house and then beat them with a stick one at a time as they funnel in.
Hey, let's follow
That's
the
like a
experience.
really good idea, actually,
And go
like-
figure it out.
To be
Makes a
clear,
really good point.
as Serona runs inside and lights up the room begins to come alive and the torches in the room light up. This is a small room, but for a particular reason, because it only has one purpose. To the far end of the room, there's basically runes scratched into the ground in a big circle. And as Serona steps inside, a portal appears over those runes.
Hey guys, I
place-
think I activated the little portal thing. We need to go. We might not have much time. Let's go.
Prince
All
Alaric, make a choice.
I want to stay and fight, of course.
Okay, we already heard that the mean captain man said that like your vote doesn't even count. So come on, let's go.
At this point, Tyra, those clouds of smoke have touched down in front of you,
All right.
and
Well,
they are forming into the creatures
okay.
at about
All
20
right.
feet away.
All right. Well, then I am gonna go ahead and guys, we don't really have time for this, but like let's kind of go, because we need to go. They're everywhere. It doesn't matter like if they're here or anywhere else. It's time. People are gonna run into them.
And as you start saying that, and the creatures are forming, and these look considerably bigger than the last ones you've seen, but they haven't taken full shape yet. You see coming running at you in the distance, and you hear a very loud, "Hey, get the prince out of here!" as Yana comes running in and starts hurling magic with the other three, and they start attacking to cover you.
Damn.
Having to take orders from Yana is fun, but let's go.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to grab the prince and shove him into the shack.
Okay. Yeah, he's very reluctant.
Yeah, I know. I figured he would be.
Itzy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna fire an arrow. I'm gonna be the last one in, but I'm gonna fire an arrow as much as I can until we get back in till we all go in, until everyone else goes in.
Okay. Tyra?
I am going to I'm assuming it's a straight shot, like from where we would be going to where these guys are. It's not like a downward. We're not going down.
Yeah, no, it's all flat. Everything's
okay.
Flat.
All right. So then, as I get closer to the portal, I'm going to turn around and cast Firebolt at them.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit.
I rolled a 17.
That hits.
I rolled a 17 also. Twinsies. That's 3.
Are they looking at us, or I'm assuming they're looking at the other people?
They're looking. Some of them are looking at you. Some of them are looking at them.
I'm just for the sneak attack. I'm going to shoot the one that's not looking at me.
Okay. And roll for damage.
I got 8 damage.
Okay. It lets out a groan in anger. Tyra, what was that damage?
That would be 3 damage.
So
fire
yeah,
damage.
you hit for 3 fire damage on one of the big creatures, the one that Yana's fighting. Serona, do you run through the portal?
I'm waiting for them to go through, but I'm standing there like,
Okay.
let's go.
Hite.
Like Prince, like grabbed by like the collar of his of his armor.
Yeah.
Just like, it's like, Your Highness, we gotta go, and just like walking him into the portal.
Okay, yeah, you guys both get through the portal. Serona, you watch as Hite just disappears.
Okay, let's go, guys. Come on, the prince is through. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, I go into the portal as well.
Okay,
I grab her hand as she goes in and run through.
I shout before I actually go through the door, "You better not die, stain!" And I run out. If I can fire one more, if not,
You hear as you're going through the portal, you hear a very loud you as you go through the portal.
You British poopy pants.
And as you guys step through and get onto the other side, everything just disappears for a quick second, and as it reappears, you are standing on these rocks, so on these tons of rocks, and there's a very forceful ocean behind you, grassland ahead. The sky is dark, and before you see what should be the capital of Empire Island. You are on the outskirts, but you don't see Empire Island. You see that above you in the sky, those streaks, those cracks have carried all the way to the north, all the way to where the capital is. And in front of you, you see that the capital, which many to you is your home, is covered in this veil